All right, welcome to the bonus content for episode 146. And we're having to do this in a separate video because someone
Balls up
and hit the stop broadcast button accidentally. So
yeah, I would never do that, would I, John? I'm not noted for my balls ups, am I?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. On the second bottle, Lee, are you warm there? Are you knocking it back?
I'm good. I'm pretty focused now.
Oh, that's good. It's good.
It took the edge off.
Yeah, right, there we go. So
sweet. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Lee, I'm going to tell you, your shot with where your picture is right now, you have a light on the top of your right ear that comes straight into the.
Exactly.
It's like you've got. I think reminds me of the movie Aliens when they had the little headsets on with the light and they were looking.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're saying that, Jackie, not me.
That's
Remember this scene?
Yeah, there you go.
I've said
It's right over his ear. I swear, it looks like he's wearing a headlight set. It's so cool.
Oh, there you go. He doesn't care. He's
I've got other lighting in here as well.
He's on the second
amazing.
bottle. He don't care. He's on the second bottle, Jackie. I wish I need to be. Well, so what about social media or kind of any general email tools that anybody use? What about that? Anybody do anything?
I can recommend something if you want me to.
I'll bet there's many things you could recommend, Lee.
Well, for you, a good coffee. For me, I would use Meet Edgar. So meetedgar.com is perfect for what we do because it allows us to set up a schedule of tweets, of different types of tweets. But then what we can do is feed the content in through multiple RSS feeds as well. So that actually means I didn't log into Meet Edgar until I haven't logged in, since about 3 months ago, where I've set up an entire schedule of different types of tweets that I want to go out with trusted content. So I've put in people like WP-Chick, Kim Doyle, etc., Bob Dunn, our own website, and other types of sites where I trust the content that comes out from that, and then Meet Edgar will generate tweets from that content and put them out at different times depending on what types of content I've asked it to put out. So that means we'll also schedule all of our podcast stuff to go out as well, which is pretty cool.
But Lee, have you checked it recently?
Why has it been putting some terrible stuff out? No, I check our tweets.
I'm just winding you up.
Good try. However, what we have just done is, because we want to just mess up the market because there's buffer and everything, is we built SociPress, which is a WordPress plugin that allows people to automate their entire social feed, and we're about to open source it out in a couple of weeks' time, which will actually allow people to run it inside of their WordPress for free. Hello.
Awesome.
Yeah, because we don't want to keep paying people for it. We want to do it ourselves inside of WordPress because we're in our own website every day because we blog, we do the podcast content. It's pretty much open all the time. So, hey, I might as well do my social media from there as well. So more information coming soon.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very good. Jonathan, you have something.
Yeah, I'll put in Charlie, which is when I'm doing some research on a prospect. I'm hunting them online. It really tells you what they've been up to online, and the free version is totally usable, and it really helps. Another one that I've trying to find it now that I've let's go with this one. Is Hunter. If you want to. Yeah, it's really useful. Hunter, I'm going to put the link in here. If you want to confirm that an email is actually being used and it's an active email address, Hunter's really useful because it really gives you a score, basically tells you, and it tests to make sure the email's active. If you're going to do an email campaign in your spotlight.
It's a scary title, isn't it? I'm going to find you. Hunter.io.
So American, isn't it, Lee? Yes. They're so serious sometimes. So there's that. I use that. Here's a great alternative to SEO Rush that Brian Jackson put me on. Brian's amazing, isn't he, Lee? I don't think the guy actually sleeps, does he?
Brian Lee Jackson, is that? Yeah, he's great.
Yes, that would be it.
That's his middle name. How cool
It
is
gets
that?
confusing with all the Lee Jacksons.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, isn't there? But he never sleeps. He put me on this one, and I've been using it, and it really works, and I'm really impressed. And it's really reasonably priced as well. So I got that from Brian. Actually, he put me onto that, but he never sleeps, does he?
What was it?
Well, he's young.
KW Finder. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been using that, and I find that really useful. And he put me onto this one actually, which is Mailshake, that I've just about starting to use.
Yeah, like instead of a milkshake, it's a mail shake.
That's it. I'll put the link here.
Ah, clever.
I've been using this.
It's like a dad joke, isn't it?
Yep. So I've just started using that. And basically that works with Gmail, but if you're prospecting, it gives you a load of templates and a scheduler all inbuilt for $9 a month. And I just started using that, and it looks quite promising. I've been quite impressed with it. So there you are, Lee. Outdo that. Come on, I challenge you, Lee.
Well, I'm not going to challenge you, mate. You've got more followers than me. Why would I challenge you? I mean, I did do a check, and apparently you purchased them from people per hour, but, I'm not going to judge, mate.
What was that? That's not true at all.
It's not.
You cheeky bugger.
No,
at least it's not a 3 months automatic feed.
It's this chip on my shoulder, mate. That's the problem.
Yeah, dear. So there's something. Anybody else got anything they want to throw into the mixture?
Jackie.
You've listed everything, mate.
I think we've got, on this specific topic we were talking about.
No, look, we've gone past topic. Just throw any link that you think is useful.
I really like Grammarly. I've been using that. I mean, I saw that from somebody. It's been very helpful to me just when I'm writing my blog posts.
Sally pointed out in Slack, I need to use it more.
Trust me, Jonathan, you're not alone. I mean, I was doing a lot of reading while I was sick, and a lot of these Amazon Kindle authors, they need proper editing so desperately, and some of them, like saying tenants instead of tenets, is a human kind of mistake for but clearly some of these are like damn you autocorrect things, because I especially liked Emirates instead of emanates.
Okay, so yes, it's very helpful. Grammarly, there you go.
So yeah, it's helpful to use tools like this, but it's also really important to have an actual human being look at something like a book manuscript, which is a blog post. You can probably a book, to just catch those things where it's a correctly spelled word and it's being used in completely the wrong place, or you've left a word out or left a word in when you were editing, and these kinds of things, because that sort of sloppiness. I mean, I know not everyone is as pedantic as I am.
I love that. I love that sloppiness.
But it's still right. It looks unprofessional.
I'm not sloppy. I have dyslexia, dear. So, but I do get everything checked over when it's going to be public to the masses, don't I, John?
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah. But I love that sloppiness. I just love it, Sally. But there we go. You're more English than me.
I also like the Bear app that the guys in my mastermind group turned me on to. I've tried that, and it's like a really nice, easy way to do markdown, and it's like distraction-free writing. It's very nice. Grammarly doesn't seem to work with it, though. That would be my only issue with it, but it's really nice, and it will connect all your devices. So I can work on my iPad on an article in there, and then I can move to my Mac and then go to my MacBook Pro. I mean, it's everywhere. It can be on my phone. It's very handy. Right now, I think it's free for, they have a Bear Premium or something, but definitely check it out if you haven't. It's very cool.
It's a cool brand as well.
I'll have a look at that. Bear Writer. I love this. I love these titles. Where do they get these titles from, Lee?
Like this.
That and the like, you know, random buzzword generators. No, seriously, I mean, I don't think any of these people did it, but I worked for a naming company for a while. There are people who hire professionals to come up with brand names for them.
There's a professional for everything, isn't there?
There is.
There is.
I actually hired someone to rename our company. We have a new name launching soon. I'm not going to tell you it yet, but
you can't say this, Lee, for God's sake.
Because I want to move from just being Lee Jackson Dev that sounds like a freelancer to being what we really are, which is an agency. So we have a new agency name and a new brand and everything. So yep, there literally is someone for everything, and I could not think of a name, so I paid someone to come up with a name for me.
Right. Well, and it's
Nice.
not just thinking of it.
I
It's
can
all of
think
that.
a name for you, Lee, if you like.
It's all of that checking to make sure no one else has already trademarked it.
Yep.
Yes. Doing the research on it, making sure that it doesn't have alternate meanings, and just lots of things that you would want to check.
Yeah, alternate meanings. That's a good
Yes.
one.
Come on, John. You must have some tools that, you know, hidden
Yes, I mean,
somewhere.
you know, if you're a
I
marketer
do-
and if you're an attorney, the word actionable is a completely different value.
Come on, John.
Very
Where's your
true.
tools?
Very, very good. Okay, I'm going to toss some in here. And these are more like geared toward like SEO and stuff like that, or just, you know, checking stuff. But first one, oh, hold on if I can paste it in here. First one is the SERPs tools rank checker.
Yeah,
And what that one does is you
put me on to that.
I kind of like, yeah, you can check like your whatever search term you're trying to find, but you can actually put in the zip code of where you want to search for and determine like whether you want to search from a desktop or mobile, because Google is kind of sending out like different search results depending on what zip code you're in, whether you're on a mobile device or desktop. So it just kind of gives you a...
You won't let me use it anymore, will you, John? Because I start crying, don't I, when I look at my... You said it's not good for my mental health, haven't you, John? I was joking here. Go on to the next one.
I like
John.
that one.
Yeah, there were some
Okay,
areas,
I just-
and some areas we need a little bit of improvement, but...
I'll just mention, I can't live without
yeah.
Migrate DB Pro. So, I mean, that's like a WordPress tool, but I really rely on that a lot when I'm doing my client work, especially when I'm pushing changes up to a staging server. It's very helpful for moving that database up there. So that
absolutely.
and the media files as well. And I also do that. I use it actually in another case. I do support for clients too, for sites I've built. And occasionally I will pull down a fresh copy of their database and media files and everything if they've asked me to troubleshoot something, and I don't have to go work on their live site, or I don't have to create a staging server for it. I've already got it set up in desktop server, and I just, you know, do a refresh real quick, and then I've got something to work on. So that's very handy for me. Great job they did.
No, and I will definitely the recommendation on DB Pro, because that's an indispensable thing if you're trying to move sites around. It's just so helpful. It saves you so much time. You move one site and you've already paid for the license. So another thing I want to share as well is Ahrefs. If nobody knows about this, kind of gives you information on not only your site, but on other people, like your competitors' sites. If you get like a subscription to that, kind of shows you like all the things that you can improve on your site to help your SEO. Kind of, you know, shows you where you're stacking up against other people. Gives you insight into what what backlinks your competitors have, like what you have. Really, really great tool. Recommend that one.
Cool.
Anybody else?
I've just done a SERPs check on my own site. I'm coming in at a position 10 for WordPress agency. That's pretty cool. I'm quite happy.
That's
with
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah, I need to.
Was that in a 3 mile radius of your home, Lee?
No, I just did a no radius set, just no exact location.
Wow.
What
Yeah.
tool are you using, Lee? Which one of the ones I mentioned?
Oh, that was on SERP. That's SERPs.com. I just tapped in WordPress agency and nothing else. United States English. Pressed go, and we're number 10. That's pretty cool.
Very good.
Yeah.
Darn good. Yeah, that's good.
I put in.
I like
I
this.
put in one CMS Commander. Great,
Okay.
great bit of software that we use to manage updates and that. And the developer, I forgot his name unfortunately, but he's German, but he's a great guy. Probably had to have him on the show, Lee. John. Oh God, I'm getting my brain mixed up.
Either one, yeah, both.
Yeah,
Do you
That's cool.
Do you mean Jan Koch, the German guy?
yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, I already had him on the show. He's a good guy.
Oh yeah, that's why, and you always have him on before us.
Do I? I think you guys have been going longer than I have. I'm only 52 episodes in. You guys are 100 and something in.
Oh dear. So I'll recommend that.
Yeah, we're on V2. That's why. It's V1 and V2.
I use that quite a lot. Anything else? I'm searching my links actually. I'm searching now.
Sallie.
Hang on.
Anything you recommend?
Well, since Manage WP released their new Orion interface and let you have however many sites you wanted on it free, I added a lot of them, and it's a very pretty interface for like doing your updates and backups and security scans. And it's like most of that is manual if you're not paying for it, and then you can pay and get automatic stuff and bases. So if you're not going to hire somebody like Jonathan's company, but you have a number of sites to manage, I definitely recommend using something that will, let you deal with that kind of thing centrally.
Yeah, but they're part. I wish them well, but they're part of GoDaddy now, aren't they?
Here we go.
Well, something.
And we all know how I feel about GoDaddy.
Here we go again.
Yes. However, the product so far, remains both good and free.
True.
So we'll see. I mean, GoDaddy, you would think could afford to support a free product or two.
You would have thought so, wouldn't you?
I posted a main
But
WP
you've got to pay
also.
for shooting those elephants somehow, haven't you?
Main WP is another alternative to Manage WP. I haven't tried it, but it has been recommended to me by some folks that I trust. So it's on my radar to take a peek at.
Okay.
I do like the interface on Orion, though. I have to say, I agree with Sallie. It's very nice. They did a really good job on it.
Here we go. I've got to put another one in. They're great guys. BlogVault, used them for a while. Great support, great guys. Highly recommend BlogVault.
Nope, BlogVault is good. Definitely. They're good for like backups.
Can I throw
actually use those?
Yeah, totally.
Feel free.
Sorry, Duplicator is pretty awesome. So we'll use the free version a lot, but we also have a pro license, which allows us to do an entire kind of copy of the site on a nightly basis as well. So it's not only is it good for moving a site to a completely different platform, etc., but it's cool for scheduling full backups. It integrates with Dropbox, so we've got everything going on Dropbox as well. So it's just another one to throw into the mix, because all of the tools that I mentioned for backups are actually all freaking awesome. So yeah. But there's one.
Yes, there's really no excuse for not making backups, because
there's so many out there, isn't there?
Right,
Yeah.
you have a lot of good options.
Almost as many page builders.
But not necessarily.
But you do wonder, some of these markets are so saturated now. But I suppose, when you look at all like the page builders, when you really look at them, there still is enough oxygen, isn't there, Lee? Because a lot of them aren't that great, are they?
Yeah.
Really.
The best ones tend to be the most popular, don't they? Just by the merit of the quality of the product.
Well, you
Visual Composer?
Yeah, what about Visual Composer, though, Lee?
Apart from that, and I can admit when I'm wrong. Oh my gosh! But it keeps people like WP-Tonic in business because they have to clean up the mess.
Yes.
Well, it does. Well, it's a bit, well, it works, doesn't it? It does work, but it's just when it doesn't work, and it's a bit like Divi. People love Divi, don't they, Lee? They just love Divi.
The new Divi 3, mate, is looking pretty impressive. Have you seen the front end visual? Have you seen it? Well, you must have seen it.
Yeah, I've
pretty
seen
impressive. I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, it is.
I'll leave that there.
I'm not.
Well, this is definitely the age for change on the visual editing and
Totally.
page builder, drag and drop. This is where it's all switching over now. So I agree. It's the future. So all the HTML coders, we're all just dropping like flies. Just.
I wouldn't say that because the needs are somewhat different, but
I'm joking.
Yeah, but the thing is that people want something that works like what they're familiar with, and what they're familiar with is Microsoft Word, and the more they can have a comfortable experience, the happier they're going to be, and they aren't going to think about what happens if I need to move my website or change my theme or any of that stuff. That isn't stuff they ever think about any.
Right. The challenge is going to be getting it to write proper HTML that's coded well, and managing all the styles, I think, becomes the big challenge. When you're building out a site and you've got a style sheet and that's the way that you've built it, and then you've got all of these page builders with all their other styles being loaded on, that can get a bit unmanageable if you're not careful. So I think that's the problem that still needs to be solved, and I think they will solve it. It's just that's what I see is coming.
With regards to builders, though, I mean, depending on the builder, so if we talk about Beaver Builder, you can create your own modules where you're creating your own valid HTML and you're only giving them the specific fields to fill in. So whatever they put on to their website will be brand focused, i.e. it's been designed as per the designer, and it'll be valid code as well. That's all we do. We actually don't let people use any of the other features.
Well, actually, they like say they're coming on next week, but they did a presentation at Sacramento WordCamp, which John was one of the organisers, and a lot of us attended, and it was an amazing presentation, and I'm just amazed of what they've managed to build. It's just godsmacking, really.
Well, it allows us as developers to create sites quicker, but give the clients the feeling of more control. And however, we can actually keep them on brand easier with something like Beaver Builder as opposed to the old editor. But people do forget that if everyone wants a website, they're going to want WooCommerce to do something that WooCommerce doesn't want to do, and that's where people like us come in with our expertise, and we can help people build really cool websites. So I don't think visual builders are necessarily going to get rid of everyone. I just think they're going to. Well, I think they're going to change the landscape.
Yeah, but I think Jackie, we had this conversation, and Jackie made a great point: is that the actual to finish off is the actual. You remarked about it. The actual editing tool in WordPress is so awful, and I think that just a lot of clients just want to do basic stuff like columns, and they just cannot do it with the basic tool, and do this fixation that the WordPress team have with I'm going down a war, and their plans are totally, which they think are great about improving the editor. I totally disagree, but who's going to listen to me, Lee? Nobody, are they?
But if someone doesn't want a visual builder, then advanced custom fields is freaking awesome because you can do content, flexible layouts, repeaters, etc. If people just want to be able to fill in the blanks, then ACF is a high. That would be so cool if something like ACF could become part of Core, because then you've got an amazing framework for building apps as well. So,
have you had him on the web? Have you had him on your show?
I've contacted him. I have yet to get him on the show.
He's very hard, isn't he?
I've also tried giving him more money just to say thank you for such a freaking amazing product, because I've only ever paid once for it 1 billion years ago, and I feel like I need to give him some more money for this. I'm getting so much value from it; it's insane.
It was pretty darn impressive. I use it a lot.
I think we're.
But yeah, that bit about
I use
locking
it- I use
down
it pretty much.
that bit about locking down Beaver Builder is definitely a nice feature. And I remember, Robbie McCullough came in and talked to our meetup at least a year ago, and people were asking about that kind of thing. It's like, but can you? What we want to be able to do is like not let the not give the client full access to it. And it's nice that, okay, so they found out a way to do that, because one of the problems with page builders is that if you leave them completely in the hands of your client, it gives them the perfect opportunity to turn your beautiful website into GeoCities.
I just cannot, they just can't resist it, can they, Sally? They just got to do it, and they.
Well, people haven't.
It's like putting cream in front of cats, isn't it? It's just, that's the cats.
That's the bell.
That's the bell. I think we've.
We do. Yes, we do need to stop.
We're getting close to 12, but I've got to say, Lee, you've been a fabulous special guest. You've dealt with my little
special guest. Whoa, I'm honored. Special guest. When do I get to be an ordinary guest?
Yes, is that short bus special?
You're always welcome to come on our panel, Lee.
Well, I mean, I knew I was special. My mummy always told me so. So
yeah, there we are. She never said that. It shows, Lee. She never said that to me.
Oh, mate. Bring it in again. Bring it in.
It was great meeting you, Lee.
It's wonderful meeting all of you. I followed you all on Twitter as well. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, it's been a blast, hasn't it? I think we covered a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah, feel free. Jump in like any Saturday. We're always here.
I will. This was cool.
I never leave this room, actually, Lee. Actually, John. So it's either Starbucks.
You keep them chained to the wall,
It's either Starbucks or it's this room, and I live in this room. It's very sad, isn't it, Lee?
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. I just kind of man cave where I live, isn't it, John? I just have my.
I'll take your word for it.
But he'll have you think that.
See, John knows how to deal with me. If it wasn't for John, I would have gone bonkers a year ago. But John's a calm. I take the drugs, Lee, and John acts the calming element in my life, Lee. So.
John, you're doing the world a good service, buddy.
There he is. Yes, absolutely. All right, well, y'all have a great week.
See you later.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
definitely, Jackie. Have a good holiday.
Stay on for a second, John.
I'll see y'all back at the first of the year.
See you later. Bye.
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 Cheerio, guys.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. We'll see you all.
See you later.
Bye.
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 Bye. I'm going to stop broadcast and I'll stay on.